Hey everyone, Mark here. Welcome back to the Visually Stunning Movie Podcast. I just wanted to really quickly give you my thoughts on the Marvel Phase 4 announcements from San Diego Comic Con and Hall H. I know everyone's doing a really incredibly deep dive breakdown of what we got. I know you're tired of those by now. So let me just give you my top level thoughts on what we've got going here. Obviously, projects we knew about. Black Widow is already filming. That solo movie should be good. I know everyone's hoping it's going to be Budapest. It is what it's going to be. And I think we're going to be okay with that. The Eternals, another film on a not quite mainstream set of characters, but that's okay as long as they handle it properly. It's got a cast that looks really good. So we'll have to see how that all shakes out. We'll see how the Eternals have to bring in the Deviants and all that other good stuff. But we'll see, another side to the Marvel universe rather than just straight quote unquote superheroes. Couple of TV shows. We have Falcon and Winter Soldier, which I know I'm really looking forward to. That's going to be on Disney Plus along with the rest of these. So we've also got Hawkeye, which in theory is going to be great, and I really hope they handle him well because Jeremy Renner is so good in that role, and Hawkeye is such a fun character. I hope they don't screw it up. Really, is what I'm really hoping for there. We have Loki, which of course everyone is excited about, and Tom Hiddleston has basically confirmed that this is going to be Avengers era, first Avengers era Loki adventures. So that should also be really good on Disney Plus. WandaVision. Now we all know that this is Scarlet Witch and the Vision, but to call it WandaVision makes it sound like a 1950s film gimmick, like 3D or Smell-O-Vision or whatever. The point is, I don't know what they were thinking when he chose that name, but it's Scarlet Witch and it's the Vision. Obviously, it's going to wind up being, or it should wind up being, pre-Infinity War. And there's not a lot of time there. So unless we get into the multiverse or a lot of other things, I don't know how that one's going to shake out, really. So I'm not concerned. I'm interested to see how they handle that particular bit of the universe. Also on Disney Plus, we are apparently going to be getting an animated series based on the set of comics from back in the day called What If. Now, What If was one of my favorite titles because you got to see all those crucial Marvel turning points, and you got to see what would have happened if they had turned left or turned right, or if this character had died instead of this character. And the fact that it's animated with voices, actual voice cast actors, I just think that has the potential to be and I'm going to say it has the potential to be the best of the series that they put on Disney Plus. So hopefully, fingers crossed, hopefully that is as good as it seems like it can be. I'm really stoked for this one. Some of the films that we're going to get, besides Black Widow, we're going to get Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Now, I know Shang-Chi is not a mainstream Marvel character. We know this. But I'm excited for this for one reason only, and that is to hopefully get a real Mandarin. Good God, can we please get a real Mandarin? Which I think would actually help introduce the next Iron Person superhero that we're going to get, because we all know that Tony Stark isn't. So do we get Iron Heart? Do we get Harley? Come on, we don't know. We just don't know. Do we get Rescue? Will a new Iron Hero find its way through that? I'm interested to see that because the Mandarin did make most of his appearances in the Iron Man books, which was my number 2 title back when I was a regular purchaser of comics. Oh yes, there we have it. Thor, Love and Thunder. if you've listened to the podcast, you know I'm not sold on funny Thor. I think Thor needs to be treated more regally as his character is supposed to be. That does not. I don't want to downplay what Taika Waititi did in Thor Ragnarok. He made a fun movie that's great. Love and Thunder sounds like a Cinemax movie that you might watch late night when your parents are out. And I'm not really sure when it's going to be set, if Jane Foster is going to be wielding Mjolnir, because it got exploded. So I'm just, the logistics there are bothering me. The name is really bothering me. We'll have to see how it shakes out. I know they're going to make it funny. Just looking at the font and the name, it tells you it's going to be funny, and then you know that it's Taika again, directing and writing. So we'll see. We'll see. And of course, bonus announcements were obviously we're going to get not bonus. This wasn't a bonus announcement. Doctor Strange, the sequel to Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Now that tells you that we are going to lean heavily on the multiverse in Phase 4. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness sounds like a straight up horror movie that should star Vincent Price. Sadly, Vincent Price is dead. They've already basically said this is going to be a darker, more scary Marvel. So we'll see about that. A lot of possibilities in a multiverse. Also, I'm wondering if it might brush up against Fox's still just dating New Mutants horror movie. Not necessarily a direct tie-in, but brush up against some of the concepts, because Fox is now owned, even though they still control New Mutants because it started under their banner. Maybe we'll see how that works. Maybe we'll bump up against that a little bit. We did get Blade as an extra announcement with Mahershala Ali. I'm intrigued because I liked Blade originally with Wesley Snipes. I like Mahershala Ali. That's the one that it probably intrigues me the most. Not that I'm necessarily the most excited for, because again, like I said, that might be What If, the animated series. But Blade is intriguing to me. So I'll be interested. I'll be really watching for news on that one as we move along and see how that's going to work. And down the road, we're going to get Black Panther 2, as if nobody saw that coming. We've known about that forever. The big one was that we will get a Fantastic Four movie at some point. God, please, don't fuck it up. That was my number one comic book back in the day. Please, 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 please do not fuck it up. Do not fuck up the casting. Do not fuck up the origin story. Do not fuck up the movie. For the love of Christ, do not do that. And that's my one explicit rant for this entire thing. So Marvel threw a lot of stuff at San Diego Comic-Con. A lot of it is for television, which is fine. I had already resigned myself to signing up for Disney Plus once this stuff gets rolling, and I think it's all going to be good. Varying degrees of good. Some of it might be better than others. And let's not forget, I'm sorry, totally unintentional on my part, we will get a Captain Marvel 2, but we already knew that as well. But some of this stuff might be better than others. I don't think any of it's going to be bad. God, I hope none of it is bad. I really, really don't. But I don't think it is. I think we're going to be okay. I think everyone just needs to take a breath. Let's see how it shakes out, how they decide they want to integrate stuff, how they want to explain certain characters in certain instances and certain settings for these various movies and television series. But either way, I think we're in good hands until they prove otherwise. They still haven't fumbled the ball necessarily. The closest they got was that Thor 2 movie that we don't like to talk about. But that's as close as they came. So, and they recovered nicely after that. So hang in there, everyone. We're getting more Marvel. It's gonna happen. It's more than likely gonna be as good as what we've had before. Don't hold Phase 1, 2, and 3 against Phase 4. Judge it on its merits. judge it on its merits. I'm just going to warn everyone now. Don't try to play compare to the original Avengers. Don't do it. Don't do it, because that's how you wind up getting disappointed. Look at what's in front of you and evaluate it. So there you have it. Those are my top level comments on the Marvel Phase 4 announcements. We'll get you some more movie reviews here in a little bit, but until then, we will see you all around. Thanks for watching.